It's Josh and Chantel, and this is Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. It's a replay of today's full show.
It's Tuesday, June 18th. Today on the show, Josh doesn't want to be a woods cop, and neither do I. We have a bunch of weeds and even more questions about who owns them. More importantly, I just want somebody to take care of them. I got a Vikings sticker, and now I evade the police. Josh found treasure in his jacket. A lady ran a gross marathon, and we discovered one of the biggest mistakes a man can make.
Thanks for listening to the show. You can hear it live weekday mornings from 6 to 10. It's Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. Enjoy the show. Wake Up Classy 97, it's Josh and Chantel. Today is International Sushi Day.
Oh, hey, the kids. We bought a sushi making kit, and they bought stuff to make sushi.
And I've yet to see sushi being produced in the house.
Well.
So how long do you think it's going to be before the kids actually produce sushi in the house?
Well, they wanted to do it on Sunday.
Uh-huh.
But then it just got too late, and then Beck works every night. So it's not going to be until maybe this coming weekend.
Maybe this weekend. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out. Imitation crab, avocado, cucumber, seaweed, special sticky rice. We had to buy it all.
I know. They got the whole thing.
Yeah. So we're going to see how it goes.
Imitation crab.
That's what he specifically wanted. You were
know.
like, there's real crab. And he's like, no, I want imitation crab. I don't want real crab. What is imitation crab made of?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
I kind of want to know.
Oh, look it up.
Rubber bands?
Gross.
It's not made of rubber bands. While you look that up, it's Texas Cowboy Poetry Week.
Texas cowboy. What makes a Texas cowboy different than a regular cowboy?
They're from Texas.
Well, I know that.
That's it.
Poetry reading day?
Poetry Week. Texas Cowboy Poetry Week.
A week of Texas poetry?
Mm-hmm.
Texas cowboy poetry?
You got it.
All right. The imitation crab is made of a paste of minced white fish that's mixed with other ingredients called surimi.
Rubber bands.
It's heated and pressed into shapes that resemble crab legs. The result is a product that looks and tastes like crab, but it usually doesn't contain any crab.
It's chunks of fish.
It is fish flesh that has been deboned, washed to remove fat and unwanted bits.
All right. We shouldn't have looked it up. International Day for Countering Hate Speech. It is
hate speech is the worst.
That's what I'm saying. It's Sustainable Gastronomy Day, which is sustainable foods or something, gastroastronomies. Let's see, National Cherry Tart Day.
Yeah.
It's Accounts Payable Day, so thank your accounts payable people today.
Yeah.
It's also Splurge Day.
Splurge on what? Anything you want?
That's what it says. And we just had Free Fishing Day a couple of weekends ago, but it's National Go Fishing Day today and International Picnic Day.
Hey, I want to go on a picnic.
I know. No
one ever takes me on a picnic.
Clean Your Aquarium Day, a
Ew.
task
Gross.
no one enjoys.
Oh, no.
Oh, I just love that gravel vacuum. No, you don't.
Beck used to have a fish, and
Yeah.
that fish always tried to jump out of the tank every time we tried to clean it. Remember?
Yes.
That fish used to stress itself out.
That little shark, he would turn a different color when you cleaned its tank.
He would turn white. He was black, but he would turn white because he would get so stressed out.
And then you put him back in. A couple days go by, he's back to normal, doing his thing.
Yeah.
And lastly, here it is. It's time to take some time to reduce the panic and stress of daily life by talking to your loved ones, meditating, and doing things that make you feel happy and relaxed. It's International Panic Day. That's what's happening. We are Josh and Chantel. Good morning.
Good morning.
I've got a cool story for you. This is from South Carolina, from Aiken, South Carolina. Hannah Wildener is there, and she has always loved animals. And her mom, Bernadette, says that if it were up to Hannah, they would be living on a farm. Even though she isn't living on a farm, Hannah wanted to do something to help animals in need. So she utilized her gift of drawing to create artwork. She then sells her drawings and donates all the proceeds to the Aiken County Animal Shelter.
Aw.
She's 10 years old. Her wish is that animals at the shelter get softer beds and more toys to play with.
Aw.
Obviously, Bernadette is very proud of her daughter and marvels at her generosity. She said most kids at her age, if they decide to sell anything or make a lemonade stand, they want to take the money to go buy whatever it is, the new thing, you know?
Yeah.
She said she's always just had a really big heart and always been giving and has always adored her animals. So when she decided to do that, I couldn't have been more supportive, and I was totally excited about it. Hannah's thrilled with the success of her drawing. She's looking to expand her efforts. She says, I actually have another business. I'm doing another one for bracelets, and I'm also going to be donating that to the animal shelter.
Well, what a little entrepreneur.
I'm making art, and I'm making bracelets, and I'm making money, and I'm giving it to the animals because I'm 10, and I'm Hannah, and that's what I do.
Good for Hannah.
I like Hannah.
She's the best.
It's good news to get you going in Classy 97.
There was an 18-year-old Iowa woman who was supposed to get picked up on a blind date.
Okay.
But then at the last minute, she decided she didn't want to meet that guy anymore or go on that date. Instead of just telling him or ghosting him or anything else, literally any other option, she called 911.
Wait.
And claimed he was her abusive ex.
No way.
The cops showed up to arrest him, but realized she was lying, and now she's facing charges for false reporting.
Yeah, there you go. There's another way.
Just don't answer the door.
Or just say, hey, you know what? Change of heart. I don't think I want to do this. I'm sure this guy would have. And she probably freaked herself out with all the hypotheticals of potential outcomes.
Yeah.
And now she is in trouble. You can't just go making false accusations on people like that.
She has been talking to this gentleman on a dating app. They've been chatting for about a week. When she called,
they're not chatting anymore.
No. When she called 911, she said that he was outside. Her abusive ex-boyfriend was outside, and that he had threatened to hit, punch, and kick her.
Wow.
Yeah. So the cops detained him on his way out and then showed them messages on his phone.
Yeah, look, this is the whole thing. Like, everything's cool.
That proved that she was lying. And then she eventually admitted that she made it all up after she got cold feet and didn't want to meet him anymore.
So she should have just said that. Hey, I'm a little freaked out. I don't know if I'm ready to meet you in person.
Yeah.
Be an adult. Like, what is this?
Literally anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a stomach bug. I mean.
Yeah. Or.
I don't feel well.
Pass a note.
My stomach is upset.
Open the door a crack and just hand him a piece of paper and then close it real quick. It's all going to be weird, but that's the worst weird.
That's the worst weird.
That's a bad decision.
Yeah.
Yikes. And now he's got that, like, all right, let's tell your worst first date stories. He's like, let me tell you this one.
I didn't go on it, but it was pretty bad.
Oh, man.
You know that song, They See Me Rolling?
Yes.
Yeah. That's how I feel driving my car these days because there's a new addition.
What'd you add?
A Vikings sticker.
Are you serious? This has got you thinking that you're rolling, trying to catch you riding dirty, as the whole song goes. Like that, like it's all about how the police are trying to bust your vehicle.
No,
that's what that song is about.
That's not what I mean to say. That's not what I'm intending.
Like, I'm just driving. No, I'm just minding my own business, but they see me rolling and they hating.
No, that's not my
patrolling.
Intention. No,
trying to catch me riding dirty. That's the whole thing. They're like, "What are you doing? Are you out here?"
It's mostly I feel cooler.
Is that right?
With my Minnesota Vikings sticker on my car. I'm like, what's up? Look at me now.
I don't know anybody. I don't think anybody noticed. Has anybody said anything?
No.
Like, hey, cool new sticker.
Cool sticker, bud.
I don't think anyone notices.
Yeah, except there's going to be a Vikings fan that sees it one day and they're going to be like, what's up, bud?
You're going to go, cool.
And then we're going to
high five,
skull together, you know?
And go, skull Vikings, and then walk
and then we're
away
gonna say,
awkwardly.
Can you believe that? Kirk Cousins?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Who got you started?
Get out of here, Falcons.
Stop.
Anyway, I'm looking cool now.
Oh, I see it.
I'm not trying to evade the police. That's for sure.
Right.
I don't like getting in trouble.
See me rolling.
No, that's...
There's got to be a different car driving song.
There's got to be.
Makes you feel cool. That isn't, evading the police. There's got to be something else. There's a better choice out there.
Which one?
I don't know.
Get out of my dreams and into my car?
Maybe. No, not Billy Ocean.
Maybe what?
Maybe you should just listen to some Creed.
No, I couldn't possibly. Ew.
Because Kirk Cousins loves Creed, and you love Kirk Cousins.
No, we don't anymore. We're mad at Kirk Cousins. So we're not going to listen to Creed, especially not now. Oh.
Classy 97, it's Josh and Chantel.
Let's talk about weeds. We have them.
Oh, man.
We have a lot of them.
I don't understand a lot of things about gardening and flower beds and home ownership, except that there are a lot of weeds.
We have so many weeds. Here's what happens. Here's what has happened. We, in our house, face an empty field. I mean, it's not empty. It's got stuff planted in it. Somebody's got stuff planted.
Our backyard backs up to this field, which is great for us because it's a beautiful view.
And it's not going to be empty for long because they're already developing in areas next to ours.
This is true.
Okay. The problem lies in that we have a chain link fence that sits in between us and that field. Now, on the other side of our chain link fence, there is what do you want to call that?
And the easement?
The easement. That's a good word.
Between the two property lines.
Okay, so there's our fence, there's the easement, there's a canal, there's the field.
Correct.
That easement is where all of the weeds come from, and there's a nasty, noxious vine that is growing on the other side of our fence.
And a lot of that crabgrass.
Yes.
I don't like that stuff.
And so we're constantly combating all of that stuff. Now, whose responsibility is that easement? Is it the city's? Is it ours?
Well, the harder part, too, is that we back up to the city boundary. Like, we are on the outskirts of town, and we back up to a field that is not in the city boundary. That's the line.
Ugh.
So that's another problem.
So then is it the guy that owns the field? Is it his responsibility? What I'm saying
We've lived in this place for like 13 years. We've lived in the same house.
Yeah.
And I think one time have I ever seen them come through and mow it or burn it off.
I think they burned it.
Cut down the stray trees that grow.
Who was it?
It was people that work the farms.
The field?
Yeah, I mean, people that work on the field came by and did that along the stretch of houses by us.
They should do it again.
That's part of it, yeah, for sure, because we've also got a pest issue. There's mice in the field, and then the mice come into the yard. That's a problem.
There's also some snakes.
And we've had a couple of snakes over the years, for sure. But more importantly, we got all these weeds.
These
and then
noxious weeds even.
This vine grows over the fence. I just went to town out there on Sunday.
You did, but you haven't been back.
I know.
It rained yesterday, so it got moisturized.
Oh, I'm sure.
So now
the
they've
sun
grown.
the sun's out, so now everything's going to grow tall.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's not a great situation with the weeds, but it's a good question about whose responsibility is it? And somebody knows.
I know.
And you know what? The other thing is,
I just don't want it to be my responsibility.
Well, there's that. Because it is, we're the ones complaining about it. Mm-hmm. And I've gone back and trimmed those trees and stuff. And what I did on Sunday was I took the weed eater and I just went crazy. I cut down all that stuff. I yanked all that vine off the fence.
It looks great.
And then we started pulling the grass out of the flower beds, and that's a battle we're never going to win.
No, we'll never win.
So there's sort of two questions. One, do I go to the county and say, hey, what's up with these weeds? Because regardless of city boundary, the county would probably know.
Okay.
Because it's all Bonneville County, all of it. I know they rent out like weed sprayers and stuff with the chemical.
Oh.
And so you can go and borrow that
And
stuff.
heavy duty.
I just have never done it. Yeah, and they have the stuff, and you can go spray all that. But is that my responsibility? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Because not on my property. I've got issues with what's bleeding over into my property. And I understand that's my responsibility. But is the field part, that easement between my property and the field, is that my problem?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm also asking.
Somebody knows. Who do we talk to?
I don't know. Home ownership.
What is that?
Hard.
Is there a group? We go, hi, homeowners. We have questions.
We have questions and we want answers.
Right. Who do I talk to about these weeds? Because they need to get under control.
Yeah, they do.
It's wild.
So out of control.
And then I wonder, like, maybe, because I don't know what the landowner knows. Maybe there's already been some negotiation about development. And so he's like, I'm not going to worry about it.
Oh,
I don't know.
don't say that.
I know. I don't want a bunch
like
of
that empty
apartments
field.
in the back of my house.
I
know.
know. Oh, man. It's a season of the weeds.
But we haven't had like those meetings that they have when they want to change the usage of a land.
Uh-huh.
We haven't had those for
Yet.
that. I know. Don't go telling people there's land available.
It's not.
I gotta snag it up.
It's not available.
Yeah.
Plus, you live
it's not.
behind us.
Yeah,
We're
you don't
loud.
want that. Yeah.
And there's weeds everywhere.
we got weeds all over the place. Chantel, you
Hey,
ever put on a coat you haven't worn for a little while
Yeah.
and find fun things in your pocket?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
What'd you find?
Well, I don't have anything that I found today, but I found chapstick.
I just realized that I had some stuff in this pocket, so I was digging around. Look what I found. This is a Nerf rival little foam ball I found. Do you remember where I found this?
No.
At a track meet. You found, what did you find?
At that same track
Yeah,
meet?
you found something in the grass, and you were like, I saw this thing.
It was a Pokemon.
That's
keychain.
right, a little Pikachu guy.
Mhm.
And I found this right kind of close by. And I had it in, I must have worn this jacket. So I
Okay.
found this little Nerf ball, but there's more.
What else?
What do you think? Do you want to guess? Ask me a few questions,
Okay.
and I'll see if I can help get you there.
Okay. Is it made of paper?
Sorta. Part of it is kind of so kind of sorta makes that kind of noise.
Is it something that you can eat?
Yes. I found treats in my pocket.
Is it a bag of something?
Uh-huh.
Is it a bag of peanuts?
So close.
A bag of cashews?
No.
A bag of almonds?
No.
I was just trying to think of the snacks that we used to take to the track meet.
This is not a snack we normally have.
Oh.
I think this is a snack you brought me, and I put it in my pocket.
Is it a Rice Krispie treat?
No.
Oh. I brought you that snack before.
It's peanut M&Ms.
Ah!
I have, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5
Gross.
peanut M&Ms.
When was the last time you wore that?
It's that track
Did you
meet.
smell it?
Well, I wanted to see if they were still fresh.
I don't think that you can tell.
I can't decide if it smells like laundry. They didn't get washed.
Oh, did they get washed?
No.
It smells like laundry.
I think it's just that they've been in this coat for a while.
That just means they're really fresh.
Yeah.
Are you going to eat one?
I might. Are you?
Yeah.
I found pocket M&Ms. What a lucky day.
Oh, lucky day. People on social media are talking about the most attractive occupations, assuming that salary isn't a consideration.
So this is where pretty people work?
Yeah.
Why are we talking about this? This is what's going on social media.
If I asked you what's the most attractive, what occupation has the most attractive people?
I would say
What would you say?
What occupation requires you to be an attractive person?
Okay.
Is that a different question?
Possibly.
Because
Or-
I feel like you're going to, like, if you work in an industry where tipping is a main source of income,
Yeah.
you're going to want to be an attractive person.
Yes.
And you're going to want to have a good, charismatic personality.
Okay. I don't even know if it's that. Now that I'm reading this, it's like what occupation is the most attractive, not what occupation has the most attractive people.
Okay.
Just what occupation is the most
So,
attractive?
like, what do people want to
Yes.
be? What am I attracted to being?
Correct.
So that's totally different than where attractive people work
Yes.
or
I
where
read that
you
wrong.
want to be attractive to work.
Totally read it wrong.
Right.
What occupation is the most attractive to you, Josh?
Radio. DJ.
You did it.
Morning show host.
You're doing it.
What? Look at it. Look at it happening.
How about your wife as a co-host?
What?
Is that pretty attractive to
Lucky
you?
day number 2. Yes.
All right, here's some highlights from the list. The
Okay.
most attractive occupations. Traveling food critic.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Van lifer.
Yes.
Like traveling and just eating.
Yeah.
And going, this food is delicious. Yes. What a job.
I know, right?
Somebody wants to pay me to do that. I'll do all kinds of things
Me too.
for a vacation and
Me
food.
too. To just would somebody pay me to travel?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Forest ranger.
Okay, forest ranger, I thought it might be a cool job.
Yeah.
For a long time. I thought, yeah, that might be a thing. Except, because you're out in the woods, right? But then I went hiking for a week, and I went, this would be my life. And I don't think I want to just hike all day.
Really?
I don't think so.
I thought that would be
Now,
right
they've
up
got,
your alley.
sometimes they got cool side-by-sides and four-wheelers and motorcycles and stuff, but there's a lot of trail work.
Well,
It's a laborious job.
And forest ranger, like you have to.
And then yeah.
You have to yell at people for
Yeah,
not
then
doing
there's
the
that.
right thing.
Then there's that, hey, you're not being a good steward in the wilderness, and you're kind of like the cops of the woods.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a woods cop.
Me neither.
I
No.
just want to live in a cabin. That's different.
That's not a job at all.
How can I get paid to live in a cabin and go fishing? That's it. That's the hot ticket.
How about working at an animal rescue or sanctuary?
Very, very
Attractive.
thoughtful work. Yeah, great work. And especially if you're really into animals and you get to see different animals and hug different animals, play with them and stuff.
I'm a different animal. Could you hug me, Josh?
Yep,
Okay, great.
you are a different animal.
Lego artist is on this
Let's
list.
go. You were just
We were
talking
just
about
talking about that.
You were
How-
saying that you wanted to be the Lego designer.
How
We were at
cool
the
would
Lego
it be
store, and you're
to
like,
just come up with the ideas.
yeah, like I've got the radio they've built right now. Very cool.
I know.
Very cool.
And it works.
It's a function. You put your phone in it too. Very
Paleontologist? That's an
cool.
attractive
Yeah,
occupation.
go find dinos. I like all of these.
I know, because they're the most attractive occupation.
Except for woods cop.
No, nobody wants to be a woods cop. There is a woman named Madison who does stunts.
Like she's a stunt woman?
She does stunts.
Like what?
She does stunts for social
You
media.
keep saying she does stunts. I don't understand.
I don't know what kind of stunts she does. This is, I don't know. She's a
Parkour. What's she doing?
She set out to become the first person to complete a full marathon inside a Taco Bell.
No. Here's why.
Why?
A full marathon is how many miles?
I don't know.
26.2.
Okay, she did 26.3 miles that night. Okay.
It takes a long time.
Mm-hmm. It took
And
her 10 hours and 3 minutes.
She did this inside a Taco Bell.
Yes.
Which is a very small space.
She did it on a walking treadmill.
There it is. I'm envisioning her running around the restaurant.
That's what I envisioned at first.
And then
too.
I'm like,
She
she's
had
going
a
to get
treadmill.
dizzy.
So,
So, all right.
All
Does it count? I mean, look, she did, in fact, run the miles on the treadmill.
yes.
That's fine. Did she have varying terrain? Did she just set it at a comfortable pace? Did she have the thing, adjusting to make it so she was going up and down hills?
Did she walk the whole time or did she run? I don't know.
You got to jog that thing for 10 hours, 26 miles, 2 hours, or 10 hours. You're going faster than a walk to pull that off.
Okay. She got there at 11 a.m. in the morning.
11 a.m. in the morning?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
She filled her cup with Baja Blast.
No way.
And then she ate a cantina chicken bowl
Nope.
and nacho fries.
No.
And then
No.
And then she took 58,000 steps. She walked 26.3 miles. She walked for 10 hours and 3 minutes. And
She walked it out
at 9:00 to complete the marathon, the Taco Bell marathon.
Well,
I'm
good for her.
I'm no doctor, but
no, she burned all the calories.
I feel like a Baja Blast isn't the way to hydrate yourself before you're gonna.
Oh, it's got Powerade in it.
Isn't it just Mountain Dew?
And Powerade.
Oh, gross.
Baja Blast.
Gross.
There's a lot of gross around this.
What's the worst gross?
Oh, just the fact that she did 26 miles on a treadmill.
Inside a Taco Bell.
26 miles. Just go out and walk it, run it, just cuz. 26 miles. People look at that. Look, I ran cross country in high school, so I feel like I have room to talk because I'm just as crazy. But people look at that 26.2 miles and they're like, yeah, I want to do that. And then people look at like, I'm going to run a century. I'm going to run 100 miles. Good for you.
No, I never want to do that.
Good for you.
Good
for you.
Who wants to do that?
I looked at 3.2 miles. I looked at 5K and went, I could run a 5K.
You could. You still could.
I want to.
Then do it.
I should.
You have a buddy that's doing it. Do it with your buddy.
I do have a buddy that's training.
Your daughter
right
also
now.
likes to run.
I
The
know.
two of you could do it. And guess what I'll do? I'll watch.
Thanks. Bring me a Baja Blast.
No, I'll probably bring you some water because that's
probably
what you
good.
should do.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, listen to this.
All right, what you got?
There is a married couple, and
That do a morning show on the radio?
There is, but there's a different married couple who
All
don't
right.
do a morning radio show.
Okay.
And they have decided that they're going to split their finances evenly down the middle, 50-50.
Okay.
Which is going well for them. We know a lot of people who do this. We know a lot of couples
Sure.
who don't do this. And whatever works for you.
Right.
Do what you want to do. It was going well for them until the birth of their first daughter.
Oh.
And the man is now demanding that the woman pays the entire hospital bill herself.
Because he didn't use those services. Is that why?
Apparently, the issue wouldn't have been an issue if the mom had stuck to the original birth plan.
Uh-oh.
She planned to give birth without any medication, but after 24 hours of labor, she decided to get an epidural.
I see.
When the bill came, the husband said, "Hey, you went off kilter. We didn't plan this.
Oh, this wasn't in my budget.
This wasn't in our original plan. I'm not 50-50 in this. This was a plan you made, a decision you made by yourself
Wow.
for yourself." So he expected her to pay the entire $8,000 bill herself.
Well, here's the story of two people who are no longer together.
I know. Here's the worst part. You want to hear this? When she was like, "Why would you even say such a thing?" He said, "Well, you're the one who couldn't hold out for a few more hours. And then you jacked up the bill, and I shouldn't have to pay for all these extra requests."
This guy is not it. This is not how you do this thing.
No.
I'm not on his side.
You should not be on his side.
I like, part of me wants to be like, you go get him, dude. But then like the real thought process kicks in and I go, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
You're a maniac.
She was in labor for 24 hours. Yeah. It's painful.
Yeah.
It's miserable. If she wanted some pain medication, you support her and say, "Yes, whatever you need to make this more easy."
And then you lean over and whisper in her ear, "But you're paying for it." Just so she understands. And then she can't renegotiate later. Because she was of sound mind 24 hours into childbirth. Are you kidding me? What is this guy?
What is this guy? What is this guy? Get out of here.
I expected there to be somewhere along the way that he was like, nope, because when I went into the hospital for an emergency thing, you made me pay that whole bill.
Oh.
And so this was on you.
And maybe
that's what I was expecting.
Maybe that's
to happen.
a thing that's just not in the story.
Yeah.
It's quite possible that he was like, payback.
Right. Yeah, you made me foot my own bill, so that's yours.
I had to have
That's a different conversation.
Emergency knee surgery.
Right.
I had to pay that bill.
Right, or whatever it was. But
you're going to pay this bill.
But that wasn't in the story, so we can't assume that's the case.
But also,
we just get what we get.
He gets his knee surgery for himself. She gets pain medication for something that they've decided to do together.
All right, that's fair.
This is not just a knee surgery for her. This is a child.
Is the kid going to pick up their own third? That's the what? Go wash dishes or whatever.
We need to start having our kids chip in for bills.
Yeah, you need to pay your third.
Yeah. The Surgeon General, you know how they have warnings on things?
Yeah, to try to help keep you safe. Like this can affect birth weight, or don't eat this because it'll make you sick and throw up. Or
you
whatever.
got it.
Okay,
you got it, pal. They want to put a warning label on social media.
All right.
They think it's time to require a warning label on social media platforms stating that social media is associated with significant mental health harms for adolescents.
I'm not mad about it.
They think a warning label would regularly remind both parents and kids that social media has not been proven safe and that there is data that shows the warning and that these have proved effective.
You got an air leak.
Now, they say that more than 1/3 of teenagers use social media, quote unquote, almost constantly. The Surgeon General doesn't actually have the authority to add their own labels. It requires a congressional action.
Okay, I did not know that.
So, I mean, who knows if this is going to happen anytime soon.
Well, okay. So here's... They really just want people to know that it's potentially harmful, especially to adolescents.
Correct.
Who consume it too much.
But then...
And it's bad for mental health. Is that what they said?
Yes.
Which is big. Can I just say, it's a big deal that the Surgeon General is saying this is bad for mental health.
That's true, because mental health has never been taken very seriously.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a big deal
it is a big
in
deal.
and of itself. I think that's a big step, because everything's been like, this will physically make your lungs turn black, or this will destroy your liver, or this is bad for if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, whatever.
Yes.
Like, those are all things that you typically see from the Surgeon Generals. But for them to be like, this is bad for your brain, that's new info.
If they do it, I just wonder how they'll do it. Will it be like a pop-up every time you log into your social media account?
I don't know.
Because that could get annoying real
job.
fast. No, I know. It's Congress's job. So,
yeah, I don't know what that'll look like.
Congress is doing an
unskippable ad? Ugh.
Yeah.
Not more of that.
Not the Surgeon General warning.
It's your would you rather this or that question of the day.
Would you rather have a flying magic carpet?
Cool.
Or a see-through submarine?
No.
Yes.
I don't
it's
like
safe.
the depths of the ocean.
It's a safe submarine.
No.
It's going to be safe.
So you're picking the submarine. I know that.
100%.
Because you want to go down there and see what's to see. It's going to be dark.
I'm not going where it's going to be unsafe, though.
That's in the water.
Well, I know, but my submarine is going to make it back to the surface.
Okay. I hope so. I'll be flying around on my carpet singing songs about whole new worlds and stuff.
Yeah, but where are you going to hold on to in a magic carpet? That's
you don't have
equally as unsafe.
You don't have to hold on.
How are you going to stay on the carpet?
You just sit there crisscross applesauce and enjoy the ride.
And you just magically stay on.
It's a magic flying carpet.
Have you seen the magic flying carpet in Aladdin?
Yeah.
He does all kinds of whirly gigs.
Not when he's...
Yes, he does.
No, not during a whole new world. He does not.
Well, that's because...
And that's the carpet I'll be flying. The whole new world carpet.
No, that's unsafe. I don't think if you have a magic carpet like Aladdin, he's not going to let you fall. And if he does,
Right.
he'll catch you. But
Yeah.
who's to guarantee you're
Plus-
going to have that carpet?
Tassels, like reins.
They'll rip off. Plus, what are you going to see in the sky?
Everything.
No. There's much more to see underwater.
I'm sure of it.
I'm going with a see-through submarine.
I knew you would.
A safe one. A safe one.
Not going down there.
Why?
Too much pressure.
It's going to be a cool submarine. It's going to be...
I don't swim great.
I know you don't need to swim. Think of all the cool things that you could see. Things that nobody else has ever seen.
I'll watch video.
Nah. It's cool. I pick that one every time. Every time.
Would you rather this or that? Josh and Chantel. Hi. Do you want your Better Today Than Yesterday daily challenge?
Sure do.
It says here you should write down the most ambitious goal you have for yourself and then put it on a Post-it note where you can leave it somewhere. You'll see it every day.
Okay. I have a lot. How do I just pick one?
Well, it says you should pick the big, scary goal.
There's a lot of big, scary goals.
Setting a big, scary goal encourages you to think bigger and push yourself out of the comfort zone.
I want a nice backyard, which requires a lot of work.
Goals for you.
Yeah, that is a goal for me.
No, that's a desire for you in your life. This is a goal, like something you can control.
I can control that.
You're going to go out and do all that.
No.
Yeah, you're setting goals for me. Don't set goals for me. Set your own goals.
I have a lot of goals I need to write down for you.
No, this is not give your husband a bunch of stuff to do. This is write down the most ambitious goal you have for yourself.
I do. I just told you.
No. No.
These are all for me.
I don't like the way this is going. This is not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be something for you.
Okay. I'll think of something for just me.
That's correct. Something just for you that just you have to be able to do for you by yourself.
What are you going to write down for you?
Not a bunch of stuff for you to do.
Stuff that you can do that I can enjoy.
No, that's also not the list. It's one ambitious goal on a note stuck in front of you where you can read it often.
Okay.
I don't think you understand. Good luck.
You too, buddy.
Nope.
You're going to need it.
No. Not this guy. That's your Better Today Than Yesterday daily challenge. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.
Wow.
Yeah, we're done with the show. Yep. And we'll be back tomorrow, bright and early, 6 to 10. We'll see you here. And you can listen on demand everywhere you get podcasts. So do that. You can also listen on our new website, riverbendmediagroup.com. Go listen, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good Tuesday.
Okay, bye. Thanks for listening to Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Wake Up Classy 97 is hosted by Josh and Chantel Tyler and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.